players and stuff like that. I'm out there before games, and a lot of times those people, on the floor will say, like, I hope you guys are going to stay the course. Don't deviate from what you're doing. Like, we really want to have a good, sustainable team. I promise you that's not going to be a problem. We understand what we're trying to do. We have the context of history to do that in terms of how long it takes to get, back to the playoffs or consecutive playoff appearances. Everybody can do the math. And we've had one draft, we're going on another. We've got a group of really motivated guys that are hungry and willing to work, and we're really excited about that. Trying to fix things quickly takes a very long time. So we're going to try to avoid making it longer by trying to make it shorter. But the thing I would say is I'm really confident that we're going to be successful. Internally, we talk a lot about the difference between being a clock watcher and a pace setter. And people that watch the clock, to me, are not people that are ultimately extremely successful in whatever they're trying to accomplish. So, you can't have one eye on the clock and one eye on the destination. We need to have two eyes on the path for us to be successful. We'll let other people watch the clock. To me, watching the clock is an indication that you don't think you can do it. Watching the clock is, how much longer I have to stay on this treadmill? How much longer, we want to be the person that puts a towel over the treadmill, and we can just keep going because we believe in a certain set of principles that are going to allow that to happen over time. We draw a lot on our city, and I'm going to just talk about that briefly. COVID disrupted a lot of things in the NBA. I would say if you polled 30 teams, everyone would have a different thing that they were disrupted by. Most people would say player availability, or they would say wins and losses, whatever it might be. For us, in my opinion, COVID disrupted more than anything for us, community engagement. We haven't been able to be out in the way that we know how to and want to because of the policies. Now, when I talked to the guys at the end of the season, one of the things I said to them was, until you have the opportunity to have a full year with the Thunder where you're engaging, in high contact situations with senior centers and book bus, and that you have book bus and kids and holiday shopping sprees, you haven't had a 360-degree experience as a Thunder player. So we're really looking forward to that, and I think that really is an important part to being a player for this organization, and we're looking forward to that. Fingers crossed, being able to do more of that next season, because that's a huge part of who we are, and it did feel like we were missing a little bit even when we got back without the testing and the masks and everything. That we really appreciate, and they love the guys that we have, and one of the reasons why is they're extremely relatable. They're very, very fun.